Hello out there, sales peeps and entrepreneurs. This is Anthony Camacho, and I'm here with a very fine gentleman, a great sales leader, a great sales professional, and also he is a client, and he wanted to share some of the positive takeaways that he has been experiencing while working with him and his sales team. So this is James Echols, and he is the Internet Sales Director.
Hello. So, Anthony, thanks for stopping by. A lot of good things to report for you this year. First of all, I highly recommend this guy. Fantastic trainer, visionary, and really takes the time to personalize a sales training plan, a success plan for each department. You know, I'm a director of Internet. I'm also the BDC Director. I'm in charge of the corporate audit every quarter from our GM, and so there's a lot of responsibility that I have. And so there were some unique challenges I had for the Internet department and really increasing sales. Okay, you know, I had a great group of guys, but you know, who needed some additional training. You know, both for the Internet and some other things we were doing. So it's interesting that a number of my employees went through the training before I did. You work with them for a year, you know, and they would come back and report twice a month. They did the in-house training. Then a number of them went to your seminar in Vegas, and it was fantastic. And I saw changes in their attitude. I saw little goal-setting worksheets that you do with them, and they were posted in their office. And just in that first year, I saw some changes and some increases in sales. But, in this business, we always want more, right?
Absolutely.
So about a year after that, you approached me and said, okay, James, I got all these guys, they've had success. Why don't you do it? So, I'll be honest, in my mind, I was like, okay, man, I know all that stuff already. I'm running several departments. Thank you.
Yeah.
But, you were adamant that, there was something that I could get out of it. And I'm glad you approached me because I got a lot out of it.
And I'm glad you're open to it, to grow and be successful. Even more so, because you're already successful, but, to be even more successful, to push the envelope. So
Exactly. And here's the thing. By exposing a number of my employees to sit down with you, it really raised the stakes because now I saw, you as an architect of, what I was trying to build. So not only did I have a few departments that I was running that were doing well, I had some challenges in the BDC. So I literally started off from scratch with that. And so, some of the challenges with building a department are very different with increasing, sales or running my current department. So, with my GM always wanted us to push, we do a lot of great things in technology. I think we're ahead of the game in a number of areas, but we needed a strategy that all departments can follow. And you were able to sit down with me, and it was very tedious actually, going through all the different departments, what were their needs, what were the challenges, and then taking the time to create a step-by-step plan.
Right.
So very time-consuming. I stood in there because I knew you were doing it for a reason. Then we would, meet twice a month, and then we'd measure it. Okay. So after that, you gave me additional tools. Okay. So this is some tools you can use. These are some you can share with, with your employees. And what's cool, as I began to work with you, some of the terminology that you use, I saw me using with some of my employees who had also been through this training. And here's the thing, I didn't find this out until later, but maybe after 6 months of working with you, you saw how huge of a challenge I had in running all these departments that you actually had me do the in-house training first before the seminar. And
Correct.
I didn't know that, you usually do it in reverse.
Right.
So the great thing about that was having put in all that detail work, when I got to the seminar, it was, the seas parted, so to speak, because now it made sense. It was the missing piece to everything that we've been working on. So
right.
Put it all together. It was very intense, 2 days. We had a lot of fun, but we really gotten some really macro concepts of leadership and success. And then I was able to use all the detail work that we have been working over for the last 6 months. And when I put that together, things really shot off, you know. So I'm happy to say my new department, my BDC, is up and running well, fully staffed, you know.
Beautiful.
And, you know, I have training plans for them set up. They're doing really well.
And so what would you say, what would be the percentage of increase that you see with your internet department now? What would you say?
Internet, easy, 18 to 20% increase the first month. The first month that I started working with you personally. And here's the thing, you know, it's little things sometimes, but we did so much detailed work on each individual person I had there and how to motivate them differently. And then, you know, there were some team objectives I had, but then I wanted to create some competition, you know. And, you know, we have our bonus structure, but you made a really cool suggestion that I personally put up X amount of money, an amount that was significant enough that, you know, would get things excited. And I'm like, okay, dude, you know, this is, you know, we can, you know, we already have a bonus program, but you were adamant of me doing something on a personal level, having done the same training, just to really show how invested I was.
Right, absolutely.
And I'll tell you that you know, first month I put some money out of my pocket, cash went right across the street, and the guy, I didn't know that out of all the other things that they were doing, out of all the training they had been with you, they're already really, really great salesmen. That something as simple as me being personally invested in and showing them would get them excited. I mean, literally every week they're marking each other, they're measuring, you know, it's a friendly competition. And, you know, the day that, you know, the one gentleman won, I mean, put it this way, that one contest was so successful that my GM said, hey, well, if you're going to have those results, I'll pay for it. You know, you know. So
I mean, basically, the bottom line is that, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, what type of training you do. What it really comes down to is if you connect with your trainer, and what it really comes down to if you're willing to do the work. And I think you're one of my favorite clients because you actually take the time to do the work. And that's my guarantee. My guarantee is that I guarantee you that if you do the work, you will get results. And I also guarantee you that if you don't do the work, then you're just wasting everybody's time.
Well, but that's
so I just wanted to thank you so much because you are 100% invested in this training that I provided, this sales performance training, this leadership training. And you know, I just wanted to thank you for actually being committed to yourself, but not only that, you're really committed to your guys and your sales team, your employees, to get them to be more, sell more, and have more success. So I'm kind of hearing, James, that you would recommend this type of coaching and training for any sales organization.
I will, and let me add something to it. I'll recommend it only if you're willing to put in the work. And I'll tell you, we're busy, you know, car business, but if you want success, if you want a great trainer, if you really want to really move the needle, then be committed. Take the time to make very detailed plans, measure them, and reward your people. And trust me, if you take the time or make the time, you know, we're all busy. Put it this way, after working with you, my job is easier now.
All right.
Okay, so thank you.
Oh,
I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much for, you know, for your time and working with you, because it's people like you that make my job rewarding, you know, because you actually want a result. So when the results come, it makes everybody feel good. So thank you so much. God bless you.
Nice seeing you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and stay tuned for more testimonials coming your way.